man was stuck at the airport for 9 months. He squeezed some mayonnaise and stacked crackers, layer by layer. That was his dinner for the night. Just as he was about to take a bite, he saw a woman waving at him. He looked around, then stood up to respond. But just then, a man rushed from behind and knocked his crackers out of his hands. Now, he had no dinner at all. The man returned to his place, and the airport delivery guy showed up with the food. He wanted Victor's help to gather info on the official handing out visas. In exchange, he'd provide food. So, the man got steady meals, and the delivery guy got the information he needed. One day, he saw the woman he had waved the tortilla. She seemed upset. He went over and gave her a handkerchief. They sat her down and started talking. Her name was Amelia. She was a first-class flight attendant. She guessed that the man was a contractor. He just smiled and didn't say anything. Looking at this beautiful woman, the single man felt a spark of love. He wanted to find a job at the airport to make some money, so he could take her out on a date, but no one would hire him. Falling down, the man walked by a construction site and somehow ended up working as a mason. The next day, the boss showed up, saw his skills, and hired him. After work, he found a note. Following the note, he arrived at the delivery guy's secret hideout. The old janitor and baggage handlers were all there. The janitor had always thought Victor was a spy, and that he was full of listening devices. To clear up the misunderstanding, Victor went through an X-ray, which finally put the janitor at ease. Now, the man was part of their crew. One day, when higher-ups came to inspect the doctor, a man got nervous. He didn't want his father's life-saving medicine to be confiscated. Since they couldn't communicate, the director asked Victor to translate. In the end, Victor used a loophole in the system and managed to get the medicine to stay with the man. The director was furious. He pinned Victor down at the photocopier. What he didn't know was that the inspectors were watching the whole thing. Meanwhile, the janitor spread the word about Victor's actions, and soon he became a hero at the airport. His handprints were posted in little shops everywhere. The director's inspection finished. The former retired director told him to learn from Victor. Victor went to greet the director, but the director still couldn't swallow his pride. He told Victor, as long as he was in charge, Victor couldn't leave the airport. So the two of them had fallen out. A few good friends helped Victor and arranged a chance meeting with Amelia. They even set up a romantic candlelit dinner. The delivery guy, with Victor's help, finally won over the woman he loved, and they had a romantic wedding at the airport.